Okay, we're talking trickle-up economics. Say this is a bud store, basic urban distribution shop or spot, whatever you want to call it, prefer shop, and flips facility license incognito prostitution services. Their money goes to the pop, their money goes to the mom. Either way, Mr. Geithner, Secretary Geithner, you paying attention to this one closely? Either way, it ends up United States Department of Treasury / the Secret Service. They'll be using a basic electronic transfer service card. There's even a BETCHA Act. It's the Basic Electronic Transfer Service Cardholders Act, a BETCHA. So all the money comes to you digitally. You have just created, although under different cards, if you will, under different guises, if you will, a one world currency. You're locking in at least 40 million, more like 100 million Americans right here. It says a minimum of 2 to 3 million Americans right there. You've got a third of the nation locked up going through this. Because what card are they going to use? They're going to use their Bud's card. They're going to use their pop card or their mom card. Okay, trickle-up economics. Because we know we have the computer technology to automatically distribute the money. The money doesn't need to stop off at the federal level and drip down to the state, and then drip down to the city, down to the county, drip down to the district, and yada yada, until maybe the school has enough money to buy some toilet paper. Instead, the money, which is all controlled by the USTD, technically as it goes through the computer services, right down to the school, to the specific school that's closest to the buds or the flips, to the specific fire department that's closest to the buds or the flips, the specific police precinct. That money started there in those neighborhoods, that's where it stays. Medical facility, public works, general funds, and others, as you can see throughout the acts of province. Then, some of it, and mind you, local means county as well as city, because they're different. You know, Seattle does not get King County revenue, and King County does not get Seattle revenue. So then we go to the state revenue. Local drops dripping up. If we have 10 local drops right here, one dripping up to each one of these, they still have 7 drops left. In the meantime, the state gets a drop for education, for energy, for real health care, for law enforcement, public works, labor and industries, etc. Okay, now if you have 1,000 communities in a state, 1,000 different counties, cities, and towns, that's 1,000 drops dropping up. So let's look at it like that. It's 1,000 drops dropping up. With 50 states, that's 50,000 drops dropping up or trickling up to the national level here, which would include military, health and human services, law enforcement, aka Department of Justice, Homeland Security is not left out. Secret Service is obviously not left out. So it includes everybody, U.S. Marshals, you name them, FBI, yeah, I just said that, Department of Justice, okay. Education, public works, once again, I can't emphasize this enough, our nation needs to really revitalize its infrastructure, as do all the nations. So in this way, while we're doing ours, they're doing theirs, everybody's getting their nation, one state, prefecture, whatever, one community, township at a time, put together. They're cleaning up their acts. The money starts at the bottom, works its way up. This way, the roots are fed, the stalk is fed, the branches are fed. And that includes, by the way, I want to get into this, PALS, Patriotic Adult Labor Services, Emilio Estevez and the boys, once again, I can't help but remember you. This is where we put everybody to work. The Roar, at a national level, doing research. Talks, getting tough on those teenage screwballs. NASA is a big one. Then we go into global offices. We have the Global Office of the Ministry of Marijuana, the Global Office, or the main administration for the Gifts of God Act. I figure I was already at a GOG, so Global Office of Gifts of God, it was GOG, Gaga. So anyway, we went with MAGOG, which a lot of you people that read your Bible think this is going to be some evil thing. Quite the opposite. We have the Roar, the WHO, the WTO, the MOM, the POP, once again, global offices across the board, each getting a trickle up from the nation. So if you have 100 nations involved, they're getting 100 drops kind of thing.